Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running. The championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The College Football Playoff about to get underway. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Hand off to the single back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And there's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
This will be 3rd and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Better pick up the 3rd and short through the air. That's a snag for a completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Down he goes. A sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and then come up with the first sack of the game.
That sack sets up a second down and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can he keep it going here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the defense just makes the stop short of the goal line, brought down at the 1. And second and goal, they hand it to him again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. They go with a direct snap. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive game. Ball all the way to the 21. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
And in 1st down, they go right back to him. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. Throw to the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Strong game by this group.
Just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And Minnesota offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now it's second down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain to spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so
he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Chris, is a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. This kickoff team, see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out, and they get a drive going this time. They'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And the Golden Gophers will line up on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. At the 30 now. At the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown. Golden Hurricane.
That was a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception because sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone. He'll
set up with the PAT. time. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught quickly. And we're able to get him down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Receiver in motion now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He pulls in the catch. They wrap him up. The gain is good enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff. Working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Look to throw it here on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down, looking for his back. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's James. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive now. Let's start from the 32. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass, the catch is made. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the play fake on first down. Fine time. Moving to his left. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch is made. Room to run here. Oh, he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Tulsa. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved out in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point makes it 28-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. The pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, it's just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense back on the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. He wants some time, now lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And that's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching the ball.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. The beatdown continues. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Minnesota offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The QB throws his third of the day.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pressure is coming. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. The ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And the Golden Gophers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The Tulsa offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Single back takes the handoff. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and giving the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
First down here for this offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Physical run earns the first down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's a handoff on a counter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. They bring the punter onto the field now. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football.
He catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
With the game out of reach here, the offense will just take a knee, admit defeat, and think about how to improve for the next game. Of course, in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.